There's a red light under my bed. I don't own anything with a red light. I first noticed it 3 nights ago. I was about to fall asleep when I saw it, a faint red glow coming from under my bed. Not bright enough to illuminate the room, but definitely there, like the standby light on a TV. Except I don't keep any electronics under my bed. Just some storage boxes with winter clothes and old photo albums. That first night, I did what any rational person would do. I leaned over the edge of my mattress and looked underneath. Nothing. The light was gone. I convinced myself I had imagined it, a trick of tired eyes, or maybe headlights from a passing car reflecting oddly through my window. I rolled over and went to sleep. The second night, the light appeared again. This time, I was ready. I kept my phone on my nightstand, and when I noticed the red glow, I quickly grabbed it to use as a flashlight. As soon as my hand moved toward the edge of the bed, the light disappeared. I still checked underneath, sweeping my phone's flashlight across the dusty hardwood floor. Nothing but my storage boxes, undisturbed. Last night was different. I decided to pretend I didn't notice the light. I lay perfectly still on my back, breathing evenly, eyes nearly closed but watching through my lashes. The red glow grew stronger, more defined. It wasn't just a formless illumination anymore, it had shape. A small circle, about the size of a quarter, hovering about 6 inches off the floor. I remained motionless for nearly 20 minutes, watching as the light gradually brightened until it cast a faint red wash across the underside of my bed frame. Then, just as I was gathering courage to make a sudden move and catch whatever it was, my phone buzzed with a text message. The light instantly vanished. My heart was pounding as I checked my phone. A spam message about extending my car warranty. I threw the phone aside in frustration and got down on my hands and knees, searching every inch under the bed. Nothing. I didn't sleep well after that. Today, I left work early and went to a hardware store. I bought a small security camera, nothing fancy, just something that could record in low light and save to an SD card. I set it up on my dresser, positioned to capture the space under my bed, and let it run. Tonight, I didn't even try to sleep. I lay in bed fully clothed, waiting. Sure enough, around 11:30 p.m., the red light appeared. This time, it seemed to pulse gently, like a heartbeat. I forced myself to remain still, counting my breaths to stay calm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. The light began moving. Not randomly, but in a deliberate pattern. A slow circle, then back and forth like a pendulum. It reminded me of someone testing a laser pointer. I wondered if somehow the neighbors were playing a prank, but my bedroom is on the 2nd floor, and the angle would be impossible. Then the light stopped moving and grew more intense. Brighter and brighter until it illuminated the dust particles floating beneath my bed. And that's when I saw it, the faintest outline of fingers holding what looked like a small cylindrical object. The source of the light was at one end, pointing upward. I froze. Someone, something, was under my bed. My breath caught in my throat. The fingers were too long, too thin to be human. They moved with an unnatural fluidity, like they had an extra joint. The skin, what little I could see of it in the red glow, was pale and almost translucent. Then, as if sensing my awareness, the fingers abruptly closed around the light, extinguishing it completely. The silence that followed was deafening. I could hear my own heartbeat thundering in my ears, a high-pitched ringing from the sudden rush of adrenaline. I wanted to jump up, to run from the room, but fear paralyzed me.